person. But at the same time, trying to tell you that you need to grow up and have responsibility and be an adult. Well, how can I prove I have responsibility and all that if you won't let me go and be my own person? It's contradictory. And every parent tells you the same thing. When you're 18 and then under your own roof, you can do whatever the fuck you like. But as long as you're under my roof, you live by my rules.
So you can find their own roof then. Time to get another roof.
And you wonder why you have runaways. Well, I don't want to live by your rules. Please. But they won't let you leave. They'll tell you that. And then they call the cops and say you're a runaway. My mom tried doing it to me. My mom tried kicking me out. And I told her, okay, you want to kick me out? I want it in writing. And my mom went, what? I'm like, write it out on paper that I am kicked out of your home and no longer welcomed onto your property. And she said, why? I'm like, because the second I get out of this house and halfway down that highway, you're just going to call the cops and tell them I ran away. Then I'm going to get picked up as a runaway. You're going to look like the goody two-shoe parent, and I'm going to look like a piece of shit child. That's not what's really happening here. You're being a piece of shit parent.
But the truth is, well, they said Willow didn't have her own place to see at the age of 15. But her parents, when I asked the parents about it, they said, oh no, she had her place, but it wasn't legally her actual home. In other words, they actually monitor her with that place. So obviously, what she's trying to say is that they were teaching her how to take care of her own place, like they wouldn't do with JJ.
Yeah, and you're talking about the 1%. That's got to be like the first parent I've ever heard of that ever did that for their kid.
Yeah.
Every other parent, fuck that. Once you're out my house, you're on your own.
Exactly. But my sister,
figure your shit out, get a job, fucking pay your fucking bills, just like every other fucking person does.
My sister, she wasn't like that with my nephew. She was like, you're going to do this, you're going to do everything, and you're going to do in this house because I can't have you going out there with somebody you will chop me. Hey, what's wrong, baby? So she was like 15, and he was like, hey, it's wrong. Oh, already. So you already getting it. Rap, oh my God. And then she kept him under the roof at the age of 15, but at the same time, she was telling him watch his steps out the window. You turn the lane, you still stay.
Yeah, but that's not like an answer to anything. You just explain someone's story.
Yeah, I know. It's how you like I said, from 17 to take care of your
Capture the enemy territory.
The guys were talking about every game had got to look at that football.
Yeah, but how this all originated is all about Arkham and how he was being brought up, okay, which is completely different. You're still going on about that. We got just as angry about that as Arkham did about the idea of a fucking voluntary slave. I didn't call him a slave. I didn't call anybody a slave. I said we're voluntarily enslaving ourselves. If you truly believed you were free, you would go off and do the things you would consider free. You don't do those things that you consider free because the government has laws that restrict you from doing it. Go figure, no freedom. And that was my whole point behind all of that fucking shit, dude. When you hopped into that was the whole point, is that it's an illusion. That's why I brought up the slave owner and the donkey. If you give positive reinforcement, the animal, no matter what it is, will work 10 times harder. Stalin proved it with chickens when he would literally pluck feathers off of a chicken while it's alive, literally torturing the animal. But he could go back to the animal and he himself tortured and feed it, and it would eventually come back to him. Why? Because you're giving it something that it needs to survive, and that is exactly what people do. The government walks all over us, but the second second they give us something that we need, we'll go back running to the government and catering to the government. That's exactly what they do. Stalin did it just to prove it. Just to prove you could do that to something. And if it can be done to a chicken, it can be done to people. And that's how communism and all that works. But that's a whole other thing. But the example still applies to us. Like, the government will do a lot of things that pisses us off. Now, all of a sudden, they give us something that we need, whether it's our health care or our property taxes, or it's something that we're in desperate need of. And the second they give that to us, we go back to conforming and doing exactly what they do.
But like I was saying, they try to prevent it by pushing only one and having to push age. Like you said, if you weren't a good parent, you're not a proper parent, you cannot have your kids, you're going to watch your kids, you're going to have a birth a child, their child becomes a child, you're supposed to actually monitor their child, and you have to become traumatized.
Yeah, but in Arkham's situation, he's choosing not to help himself. And this is something me and JJ brought up as examples, like all the way down to even being a drug addict. You can't help someone if they themselves don't want to help themselves. So when you try to help a person, like I just did with Arkham, and he gets angry the way he did, he's proving he has no interest in bettering his own life. He is just content of living his life the way it is. And apparently it's miserable. Why he would want to stay content living a miserable life, I'm not sure why, but he's making that choice. Okay? And that is what I tried to fucking point out before he got angry and just
We are
fucking left.
capturing a position.
Okay? Me and JJ can relate, okay? Well, let's take a look at drugs. You get hooked on drugs, it is not easy, anywhere near as easy as people think, to just drop drugs cold turkey and walk away from it. It doesn't work like that. There's lots of people who choose to stay homeless simply for the fact that they're not ready to quit the drugs. It's easier to get on the streets than it is when you're fucking living an actual life, because then you have to actually maintain a house, you have to maintain bills and payments and all this other shit. If you're just living on the streets, you can put all your money into the drugs. So you don't need to pay for all those other expenses. You can afford to live happily, getting high and doing whatever, right? So it's really difficult to walk away from that fucking lifestyle. But I did, and the only way I was going to quit drugs and get away from it was to literally quit cold turkey, pack up my stuff, and leave town. I couldn't even stay in the same town, because if I did, the same people would be coming over, and then they would bring the drugs, and I would never get away from it. So in order to quit the drugs, I have to quit the people. Exactly. And that only person who can do that for me is me. JJ, the only person who did it for JJ is JJ.
Yep. Oh.
So I held a gun to his head and told him he had to fucking quit drugs and leave the hood.
We are capturing a position.
It ain't
It
easy.
was me. No one held a gun to my head. I just realized my life was going in a very bad direction, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I chose to fucking better myself.
I looked in the mirror. Yeah, this ain't me. I gotta go back to where I was.
Exactly. And who I was before drugs was an amazing person.
Yeah,
The guy that I stayed over and tell me that and all that is still friends with me to this day, because he knows that's not who I was. He's like, I knew the second you fucking got off this shit and you fixed everything up that you go back to normal and you would be you, and that's the person I want to have around. I want to be friends with. When I was on the drugs, he wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. He damn near wanted to drive me out into the middle of fuck nowhere and beat my head into within an inch of my life and leave me out there. But he chose not to do that because that wouldn't fix the problem.
The enemy captured
He
more
would get his
than
money
us.
back, and he would be out of print.